So we're back for another monthly update from Milton. What have we seen this February? There was a decrease in sales, average selling price, and number of new listings compared to the same time last year. Sales decreased by over 47%. The average selling price decreased by over 21% from 1.3 to around 1.05. And there was a decrease in the number of new listings that have come up to the market by over 51%, dropped from 353 last year to 172 this year. Homes were available on the market for longer. In February 2022, homes were on the market for an average of 6 days compared to an average of 14 days last month. However, looking at the trend over the last 4 months, we've seen an improvement in sales, improvement in selling price, and an improvement in the number of listings that are coming up, making February a very busy month for us. Homes are remaining on the market for a fewer days compared to the trend over the last 3 months. From a high of 35, we've seen a drop from a high of 35 to a low of 14 in February 2023. So for detached homes in Milton, there has also been a decrease in sales, average selling price, and number of listings compared to the same time last year, where sales have decreased by 42% from 97 to 56. The average selling price dropped from 1.7 to 1.32, that's over 22%. We've seen a decrease in the number of listings by 40% in February last year. We had around 138, this year it's around 82. And we've had homes stay on the market for longer. Detached homes were staying on the market for 14 days compared to 7 days last year. However, again, considering the trends that we've seen over the last 4 months, we've seen that sales, average selling price, and the number of new listings for detached homes have gone up considerably. They've been staying on the market for much less. We were looking at 40 days in December 22, down to 14 in February. And that's huge when we talk about activity in the market. Semi-detached homes in Milton, it's the same. We've seen a decrease in sales, we've seen a decrease in average selling price and the number of listings compared to last year. The number of sales decreased tremendously by over 65%, which was a major drop. The average selling price dropped from 1.4 to around 1.01, which is a major drop of around 30%. That was expected, February being the highest month that we've seen last year in the history of real estate. So there was a decrease in the number of new listings by 60%, and homes have been staying on the market for longer. Last year they were on the market for 4, now they've exceeded 7. However, again, considering the trends that we've seen, sales, average selling price, and the number of new listings in Milton for semi-detached are beginning to increase. It's recoping, and they're also staying on the market for much lower. We've seen 30 days last year down to 7 this year. So what's happening with townhomes? Again, a decrease in sales, a decrease in average selling price, and a decrease in number of listings compared to last year. Sales were down by 50%. The average selling price was down by 22% from 1.18 to around 920. There was a decrease in number of listings by 60%. We were at 130 last year, now we're down to 52 last month. And of course, days on market, we went up from 5 last year to 14 days on the market last month. Considering the trends from the past 4 months, again, we've seen an increase in sales, average selling price, and new listings, which is amazing for Milton. Condos in Milton have the same story. There was a decrease in number of sales, average selling price, and the number of new listings coming up. However, that's changing, as we've seen with all the different types of other home styles. So what has happened is that sales decreased by 46% compared to last month. The selling price decreased by over 20% from 780 to around 620. And the number of new listings dropped by 51% from 39 to around 19 last month. Days on market has increased from 5 days last year to 22 on average for the month of February of this year. Considering trends from the past 4 months, sales, average selling price, and new listings for condos has begun to increase. So as we come to an end for the Milton update, what do we get to see? Throughout this update, we've seen and noticed the consistency in the increase of selling prices for the different kinds of homes. There has been an increase in new listings over the past 4 months, with homes staying in the market for much fewer days. This is due to multiple issues: Bank of Canada holding the interest rates, the number of buyers that are waiting to see that stability and coming back. The number of listings in the market has gone down considerably, so there has been a crunch, and we've seen multiple offer situations, and we're seeing listings going for much, much higher than what they're listed for. So it's back to the craziness that we've seen last year without the major increases in prices that were killing the market. So stay tuned for more, and we're going to be coming up with the Oakville update next.